Hello, today we're going to talk about everyone's favorite subject, COVID. Yeah, we're going to talk about COVID, how it's affected fashion so far, what's going on right now, and we're going to discuss what's happening after. And I hope that people can get involved by commenting your thoughts, what has changed in your life in fashion since COVID, and that can happen at the end. So, COVID, how it's impacting clothing. We're going to start at the beginning. We're going to start at, way back, right? So Romans loving clothes. No, we're not going to start that far back. But the first sewing machine starting in 1846, and that was patented in that year. And then we go back, we go 100 years later, and people are starting to, we're starting to have an industry, right? Where clothing is becoming cheaper to manufacture. And then 1960s, younger people are starting to accept cheaper clothes, right? So we're able to really manufacture at a different level then. And, we go through these years of then things are moving around the world, manufacturing is moving around the world. And, then we're here where fast fashion is booming, 52 seasons every year. People are buying things all the time and they might be wearing them a few times and then throwing them away, right? But there's 52 seasons in the year because every week there's a new fashion trend, there's a new item, there's a new outfit out there. And that just comes from these big companies having these supply chains that are so efficient that they're able to get things from a design to your closet in a week, right? So these are the things that have changed. Now COVID hits, right? Everyone goes home and they're sitting in their houses working, right? At the beginning, they're pretty locked there, right? So people are losing jobs, so that's creating some issues. Then we've got department stores are having some issues too because people are not feeling safe enough to go to fitting rooms or to go into anywhere, right? People are less willing to look at clothes that need to be dry cleaned because no one wants to go to dry cleaners. So these are some of the impacts right away, right? And, supply chains, right? Fast fashion's slowing down because supply chains are having complications all around the world, whether that be the transport or the manufacturing themselves. The manufacturing facilities are having issues and not being able to deliver, right? And that's because maybe their employees are sick and they had to close down. So a lot of reasons are causing disruption to this industry. And so that's what's happening now, right? So with that being said, people are sitting at home. They're wearing athleisure is booming a little bit more, right? So people are wearing more comfortable clothes, breathable, right? That they can wash in their washing machines. That is comfortable, but not, comfortable, but also looking good, but not your usual work attire, right? So then we talk, what is going to happen after? What is happening after all of this? We're going to go back. It's going to be a different working scene when we do go back, but is everything just going to go back to normal or are things going to change? And we think things are going to change. We do think that, where people are going to go back to wanting to look sharp again. They're going to want to look good. They've been cooped up. They haven't seen all these people. They want to show that they've bettered themselves through this time, right? And they're going to do that through their clothing. And so we do think people are going to look sharp again. What we don't think is we think that people are going to ditch the uncomfortable kind of gendered work attire. And, that's women, the heels, whatever other clothes that kind of are uncomfortable that you wear. And for men, maybe it's the tie and the suit, right? And moving to something, we're still going to want to look good, but maybe not those same things, right? So that's how we think things are moving. And we think that, department stores are obviously, the big ones are probably going to survive, but things are moving online. And the interesting thing is that, older people that may not have ever done online orders are now buying groceries online, right? So if they can do groceries, they sure as hell can buy clothes, right? So this is opening up avenues for people that haven't bought things online and older people who now can buy their clothes online. So that's one change. Also, one of the cool things is that because of all this, people have learned how to knit. They've learned how to sew, they've learned how to embroider. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how this new population of people who have these skills, how is this gonna affect our system, and how is it going to impact fashion, right? Are people gonna be more willing to fix their clothes before buying new stuff, right? Which I hope so, because that's a more sustainable option as we look at clothes as an investment rather than just a consumable, right? Then we want to fix it. We want to maintain it. So these are the things we think are going to happen. As we go back, we do think that there's going to be this renaissance of personal style. We think that people are going to come out and they're going to want to look really good, but they're going to want to look good in a different way. And it's going to be less about social conformity, social confirmation, and more about your personal style. And so that's a really exciting time, and people are going to be less, the things to just buy that you're only going to wear a few times and that are going to change with fashion are less attractive. People are less willing to buy that kind of clothes. They want quality. They want durability. They want all of these things. They want ease, right, with their clothing. And they want to do it sustainably. And we hope that, when people are cooped up, they're trying to do things they're trying to be a little bit more knowledgeable about their everyday activities and how to do it right. Or at least make the decisions from an area of education, right? From knowing what you're doing. So this is what we think. I'd love to hear about how, your clothing has changed. Obviously, I think people have started wearing more sweatpants and stuff. And I hope so. I hope you're more comfortable than you were before. So I'd love to hear about how you have changed your fashion and how you've changed your attire during this period of time, and how you think it's going to change after this, because maybe it'll go back to normal. Who knows? We don't think so. We're betting on that it won't. And so with Cheegs, we're trying to provide a new look to an area of fashion that was otherwise a little bit old during this period of kind of this transition of people wanting to express themselves in this renaissance of personal style. So we'd love to hear from you. Please comment below. Have a wonderful week. And if you have not got your Cheegs shirt, you guys, there's 1 week left. Go buy the shirt. Get your pre-order before next Thursday. All right. Have a wonderful week, everyone. Bye.